Hi everyone from sunny and windy Mauritius. Pierre asked me to make this recording for the Western Cape Numismatic Society's quarterly meeting. For those that don't know me, my name's Thomas van der Spuy, and I live out in Mauritius. Would have loved to be there in person today, but I will be there next weekend for the coin show. So Pierre asked me to record this video and share my story of how I got into collecting coins and what I collect today. So I thought I'll share my story with you all. So it started off being about 6, 7 years old, picking up a rare coin. Well, was not that rare, but it was a 1925 quarter penny or half penny. Can't even remember on the beach in Melkbos. And back then, somehow this made it onto a local newspaper, back then called the Tygerberger. And someone came out and took a picture of me on the beach with this coin that I picked up. So I would say that was my first encounter with coins. Then growing up, one hobby I had with my dad was on a weekend we would go down to the beach and we would go pick up lead sinkers that the fishermen used for catching fish. These sinkers, we would then melt them down and make new ones. And me and my brother would go down to a fish and chip shop in Sixth Avenue. Uncle D'Souza that owned it had a little supermarket fish and chip shop, and we would sell these sinkers to him and he would sell it back onto the fishermen. Now, Uncle D'Souza was a typical old Portuguese uncle. He used to give his change in sweets, chappies, things like that was used as change, a way to upsell. And very quickly, we started playing games in the fish and chip shop, the old arcade games, and they required the old 10 and 20 cents. So Uncle D'Souza would give us coins to go play games on the arcade machine as payment for the lead that he bought from us to sink us. Back then, we already moved on to the new decimal series, but these arcade machines had the old coinage still. So you would swap new money and get the old coins from him that you'll put into the machine that he will open up, take out of the machine, and then use for whoever wanted to play games. So one of the things I remember back then with those coins were the different faces, Van Riebeeck, President Swart. So quickly tried to collect one from each year as I got change from Mr. D'Souza to go play in the arcade games. So I would say that was the first time I started collecting coins. Then something interesting happened. A very old cupboard was transported from my grandmother into our house. Now, this cupboard is from the 1700s. It was left for my grandfather, who passed away a week before I died. And this being, the grandson that carried his name, this cupboard was left for me. So my grandmother wanted it out of her house, and we transported it to our house. Being a little boy, fascinated by this cupboard, I just remember it had enormous amount of secret compartments. At a stage, I was sitting at about 60, 70 secret little compartments that this cupboard had. And then inside the cupboard, there was a folder with a bunch of silver 1 Rand coins. Obviously, putting together the coins from the shop from Uncle D'Souza, this just fascinated me to have all these silver 1 Rand coins. I remember how big and how heavy they were as a little boy. Anyways, I started trying to get some of the older coins from the bank, Absa Bank. Linda, who worked there, always, as they still came into the bank from time to time, she would keep them aside for me. And this is kind of where the coin collecting journey really started. Then from there onwards, one day going through the cupboard, literally taking it apart, um, constantly finding new little secret compartments in this old cupboard, I stumbled upon a very old bag of coins. This was fascinating. It was a bag of ZAR coins. There was quite a lot in them. What makes it very interesting is that my grandfather was never a coin collector. My grandfather did not know, obviously passed away many years, but my grandmother did not know anything about it. My dad did not know anything about it. Um, And it wasn't just a bunch of ZAR coins. One or two of these ZAR coins together was worth more than my parents' house back then. So this was a fascinating discovery in this cupboard. Anyways, nice thing about my dad was these coins were always kept aside for me, and that really sparked my interest in ZAR. As a young boy reading up about it, trying to buy some back then. Buy was on. You couldn't see images on Buy. I still used to have issues with the website and ask my dad to help me. I'll contact them. And as a little boy, I'll literally speak to Andy Higgins himself on the phone, with issues Buy had. As Buy grew and images came online, it helped me to buy more ZR coins. And I started sending them away for grading. This is also being about 15 years old, where I met Pierre Nokia for the first time at his old house still. My parents would drop me off there to go and collect something. It was always a journey to stop at Pierre's house. I remember that. So now thinking about it, I've known Pierre for what, more than 25 years now already. So from there onwards, sending all the coins for grading, swapping, buying, selling on Buy. I tried to build the ZR collection. Um, I then journeyed into coin grading more, trying to understand it a bit better. And then in 2007, I started SANS in South Africa and slabbed the first coins in Cape Town. Very quickly, I realized I'm way too small for this industry. And in 2008, I handed SANS over to Michael Kaplan and Glenn Skuman. And then I carried on with my coin collecting of ZAR coins and kind of took a break for a few years when life took its toll and I really had to graft and work hard. So the coins kind of took a little bit of a back burner. And then some successes in life allowed me to, rekindle this passion and really go big. So I've bought some top ZAR coins over the years. I think that the ZR collection, well, it should be the number one collection that exists. About 75% of the coins are now top up. Some of them are standalone top ups. I'm very proud of it. And looking forward, I'm hoping to build on this collection, to put together a collection that whoever in the family put those ZR coins in that old cupboard would be very proud of, and to leave that collection for my children one day. Apart from that, there's some other coins that I do like. I do like some of the Union proof sets. 23, 31, always a favorite. I absolutely love the registry. Today, I am working on my own registry, the DNR, the Numis registry, which I hope to get live into the industry by the end of this year, early next year, where other fellow collectors in South Africa can also compete um, with their own coins. The registry does play a big role in getting people hooked even more to this hobby and staying connected to this hobby. So that's my story. I hope you guys enjoyed. And thanks that I could share it with you. And I look forward to seeing everyone at the Cape Town Coin Show next week. Thanks again. Cheers. Enjoy. Bye.